What do you do when life hands you a dead dolphin, a dusty desert crystal, and a meltdown in a cramped Moroccan car? That's exactly what we will be talking about in this week's Shine from the Inside newsletter, audio edition, so let's get into it. And this is simply the reading of the written newsletter, which you can sign up for on runningin-slippers.com. If you would prefer the more natural storytelling version of this exact same story, the link is in the description. But on to this week's newsletter, Dead Dolphins, Desert Crystals, and Finding Joy in Moroccan's Chaos. I feel like I'm on a Gen Z car trip. Oh wait, I am. I was looking forward to today because anything that doesn't include dressing in a smelly marshmallow fit wetsuit and surfing in freezing water and reckless crowds sounds like a treat. But now that we're heading to a local market in Asuera in a cramped car, listening to girly pop music at an unpleasantly high level, I'm equally uncomfortable. There are retreat members who are around my age and older than me, but they are staying behind in Nsawam because they are sick, presumably from the water. The other girls in the car are nice, but are Gen Z girly girls, some of whom are over 20 years younger than me, and I've been having a hard time relating. The music selection widens that divide right now. We're only about 15 minutes into the hour-long car ride, and I am feeling extremely irritated by the loud, gimmicky, formulaic songs and cutesy chatter of the passengers. I know that if I feed into the irritation, I will be a raging bitch by the time we hit the market. Breathe. Fortunately, I have a window seat. I focus my attention on the passing scenery and ensure that I am taking full, deep breaths. My focus is interrupted by a question. What do you think, Angie? The surf retreat owner is engaging me in conversation with her and another girl. I can't tell if I'm relieved or not. She starts asking me about my business, and I sense that she can tell I'm not fond of this car ride. I don't know, maybe it was the standoff body language and disengagement. I do start feeling relieved as I talk to the two young ladies. Even though they're about 10 years younger than me, they feel more relatable and the conversation is comfortable and enjoyable. The Medina, which means old city, the Medina Souk, and souk means market, it reminds me of the Dira souks in Dubai. Except in Asuera, the city center has a castle feel because it has fortified walls. The historical influence is mesmerizing, but my fascination is interrupted by a street performer wearing a New York Yankees baseball hat playing Your Body is a Wonderland by John Mayer. It's crazy how anywhere you go in the world, there is always an infusion of American impact, especially in music. We have lunch in a tucked-away restaurant that only has 3 small tables and a loft area. Luckily, one of the tables is big enough to fit our large group. There are mismatched pillows on the benches. The overall mismatched electric decor and architecture are right up my alley. My spirits are uplifted because this is the first time I have resonated with Morocco. After lunch, we shop, of course. After buying a rug and some earrings, a few of us stumble upon a shop that has crystals outside. I am drawn to the display with the intensity of a magnet. The retreat owner and I start exploring the crystals as the shop owner appears. I pick up a white spear-shaped crystal that is about the size of a golf ball and feel its smooth surface. It feels comforting. It's from the Sahara Desert, the shop owner tells me. It's for protection. Protection? Yes, please. Oh, really? I say to him. He takes the sphere from my hand and covers it with a clear plastic bag. He then pulls out a cigarette lighter and takes a flame to the plastic. It doesn't burn. See, it's protecting the plastic, he says. This feels like a scam, but I am so desperate for this trip to turn around, and I already know I'll need protection for the trip home. I immediately purchased the crystal without negotiation because it still feels like a steal at the price of 200 dirham that he has offered me. After paying him, he picks up a different kind of crystal that is also a sphere with a more rock-like appearance. With the retreat owner and I watching, he starts banging on it with one of the other white crystal spheres. The stone breaks in half to reveal a purple-green crystal inside. It's beautiful. The shop owner hands each of us a half as he says, "For good luck." Just when I thought this trip couldn't surprise me anymore, magic found me in a dusty little crystal shop. The retreat owner and I look at each other in amazement and start thanking the shop owner profusely. As we walk away, the magic lingers in our auras. This trip has not gone as planned. There have been many disappointments, including the trauma of fainting and getting injured in the fall. The dead dolphin on the beach was a reminder that there are more trials and tribulations to come. But this special moment infuses me with a second wind of resilience. The world can be harsh, but it can also be extraordinary. I still have almost a week left of this trip. I know it's not going to be easy, but if I made it this far, I can handle the rest with the agility of a surfer gliding through warm water waves with no wetsuit required. I miss Hawaii. To be continued in part 8. Glow tip: choosing your energy and what you allow into your life. In Morocco, I watched both a dead dolphin on the beach and held a crystal I had just been gifted. One symbolized endings, cautionary tales, and things I couldn't control. The other symbolized protection, magic, and things I could choose to invite into my life. For decades, I let external circumstances, expectations, and other people's energy dictate how I felt. I tolerated environments, relationships, routines, and experiences that drained me because it felt easier to play the victim than to reclaim my personal power. That day, standing there with the crystal in my hand, that reminder hit me loud and clear that life will always throw you things you can't control in your path, but you can control your energy, your focus, and what you allow into your space. When I consciously choose to embrace the magic I could invite, like the crystal, the moment my attention and my nervous system finally relaxed. That's what self-love actually looks like. Not trying to fix the chaos or control what you can't, but choosing what you absorb, what you honor, and what you bring into your life. Because the moment you start consciously choosing your energy, you stop surviving and start thriving. When you show up on your own terms, you start shining from the inside. And if you're ready to stop letting life's chaos drain your energy, if that sounds familiar, for years you've let circumstances, people, and expectations dictate how you feel. You absorbed stress, tolerate what didn't serve you, and surrendered your energy because that's what you're conditioned to do. But true power isn't in controlling everything or forcing yourself to endure the uncontrollable. It's recognizing what you can choose. It's protecting your energy, curating what you let in, and investing in what nourishes you, especially when no one sees it. That is choosing beauty, magic, and your own protection, even in the middle of life's chaos. And the moment you stop absorbing everything that drains you and start intentionally choosing your energy, your nervous system exhales, your heart softens, and your life begins to feel like yours again. So if you're ready to stop surviving and start thriving on your own terms, please follow me and visit me on runninginslippers.com. I do offer a free 60-minute Find Your Glow session where we have 60 minutes to uncover the hidden patterns blocking your confidence, your abundance, your joy, and what's keeping you from thriving. And so we can identify a solution for going forward. And me and my coaching program are not for everyone, but I know other coaches, I know therapists. The entire goal is to get you the help you need. And if it's not a good fit, I can refer you to someone else who can help you. So that concludes actually we're on part 7. I think I said part 6 at the beginning. We're on part 7 of the Spain and Morocco newsletter. Stay tuned for next week, part 8, because the adventure is not over. So I hope you have a good week, and I will see you next time.